Hello, this is FG back with you for Anbennar. Today we're playing as Wesdam. This is likely to be a very short episode, just because I don't want to take too much time. Alright, you can read this event. It explains the situation of Wesdam, namely that we are traitors, is the main thing. I mean, they don't put it that way, but that's what happened. We're the traitors of the family. Clergy, we want diplomats, and to ally them. We can ally Istralor. We want to ally a whole bunch of electors. We don't want to ally them because we will be fighting them. And we can ally them. They are technically a Rose Party member. Price of victory. Alright. Alright, we're going to do the old sell ships off trick on reactions. Arrival of the Cardesti. Yes. Sell ships. Don't want to sell it. Alright, and we can come back to BPEC. So, another ship, and then we're good. Alright. So we have several years, the 10th Pantheonic Council. The Royal married them. Who does not have an heir? UX's. I don't think we're actually gonna fight them. Alright. Can't do anything else. Right. We'll have to go with the Soul Moon as education. We'll declare war on Necklif. Start improving relation with our allies. That. Inheritance of Duke Lawrence. Ugh, that's sad. Yeah. Alright. Start drilling, and I also would like to drop all of our forts. Make a bit of extra money. 2, 3, 4. Wait. I'm stupid. Merchant guilds. Free enterprise. I also want to give them their relational mission, or their relational things. Right, trade ships. fallow fields. Could be worse. I don't actually think we need any of these at all. Some ships. Oh. Sell ships. Odds of me getting an alliance with them are not great. So... Yep. Alright. Right, let's go with national tax. Additionally, let's go ahead and improve that. Spy network. Yeah, that's gonna be bad for my stab cost, but I want to be running many advisors. Check complete. Care about influence ideas at this exact moment. I really just want to get all of this done. Okay, creating favors with them. 2. Curry favors with them. Yeah, I don't care. Right. Good. I want these guys to protect trade and Anbennar cost. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's give them a leader and tell them to protect trade and Anbennar cost. So now we have a decent-ish navy. They control about 1/4. Everthill, and we want to... Yeah, transferring trade from there. Alright. Armies. Hey. Good. Flip power. Improved relations. We'll take that first. Incident in the Empire. And I'll go with that. Final flight of the Iscani. Alright. Ardesti Fortune Teller. Alright. We're just gonna keep currying favors. Right. Agenda of the diet. Renaissance. Ooh! That's amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Relations with these guys. Relations. Yeah, I don't want to pay that extra 5%, no, 15% actually. No, I don't want to give that. That's crown land. Right. Yeah, let's go with the necklace. That's a whole bunch of extra power that I'd have to pay. I think I'll just wait. That should give me what extra loyalty. Okay. Oop, Arboron's now the new emperor. Yeah, that's 15% extra cost. I really don't want to pay that. I give him this. Gnomish Minister. Ignore them. Yeah. What is that? Imperial Gnome. Superstitious nonsense. Alright, thank God. Let's go ahead and throw in the Advancement Edict. I'm trying to get it in a couple provinces before we embrace it. Just so we can save a little bit of money. And we can build some tax buildings. There is Lauren Silmuna. And we want this Minara. Lauren's Choice. Let's embrace our Westamarian heritage. Alright, Lauren's Choice. We get Demarian ambitions. Oh, we're fertile. Yeah, it's pretty good. And can do this. from the half-elven people. Go like this, and we're just gonna call in... I think we're just gonna call in BPEC for now. Right. Yep, they can hold their little meeting. Right. Yep, food supply is strained. It's 50-5 aggressive expansion. Which is going to be a little bit painful. Probably could have gone better had I... Oh. Had I had that. Let's go with strengthen elven privileges. Right. And Sanathol. They do not want to get out. I will call Silverforge in. I can deal with that. For no expense. And yep. Them out, and I will piece Necklith out. Take all of their money. Right. Take that. Alright, we are going to start improving relations with everyone who's a little bit upsetty spaghetti with us. Alright, Dame's Cliff. Netcliff is home to the Imperial Dark Guard and a crucial part of West Dame's Head. Any expansion worth having will require these provinces. Alright. Probably should have improved with the Emperor before I did that, but that is okay. Alright. We now have embraced the Renaissance. Yeah, I got. Right, let's form an alliance with them. And we want to turn all these forts off for the moment. want to... Fuck me. Wesdamarian. Alright, advisor cost, diplomats. Yep. And just drill for now. Marriage them. Dissolve that alliance. Alright. Arboron, straight up not my friend right now, which is very sad. They should be our friend. They're nice guys. Level 2 trader for half off. Obviously going to take that. Reports of countryside cults. Yeah, we're not gonna do that today. Halfling's gift. Regent Court Faith. Trade and Pentecost. And we can get secure our trade. Maria. Yeah. You have a truce with them, which sucks. My rival too. I can't do that yet. Yeah, that. I think we can probably get Woodwell as our vassal if we get big enough. Right. Oh. Who else am I rivaled to? Varia. Let's go do this. Oh. That was a whoopsie. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Okay. me see. Clear R9. How much would they pay? Oh yeah, let's do that. Because I love money. Alright, let's declare war on Riveria for this. Also, I want to improve relations with them. Recall. Go get Istravor. Alright. Let's shoot trade power. It's the main thing I care about. Quarantine the province. Military. Let's go with Bavarian Longbowmen. Money, reps. Maybe show strength would work. It's too expensive. Bacchanalian. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this war should be no problem. Please just siege them down. Press expansion is good, I wanted that. In fact, that's the main thing I wanted. Alright, I'm gonna check something. Clear offer. Show strength. 30 power projection and 100. 100 equals 10 months. No, it's probably just better to humiliate more reps. And pillage their capital, I guess. Actions. Hey, Laurent, thank you. No, let's go with Port. Want to cancel military access. Excellent. Alright. That, we're going to be getting a bunch of extra stuff. And we can also build another one of those. And I am going going to quickly see some land. Alright. Looking good. No, we want to keep half-elves. Yeah, diplomations, all that stuff's kind of nice. Alright. There we are. And we want to declare war on these guys. I'm not gonna... It's their bigger province. IL... Yeah. Right, Wesdamarian royal marriage. Their army. National ideas. Let's go with... let's go with quantity. Familiar rival, embrace the Renaissance. Silmuna education. The rulers of the House of Silmuna have always been gifted in all aspects of rulership. It is because of the education that the Silmuna name shines. Military, yeah. Currently we're at 10, 20, 30... Alright. Where is Indlebury? Thank you, Elson, my lovely little vassal. Alright. Rivera is no longer a valid arrival. Diplorab, hooray. How old is this guy? Yeah, go ahead and solve that. Alright, thank you, Gwed, for all the money. I appreciated it. Well, it lasted. Give me money. Give me war reps. Yep. I want all of the prestige. That. Argeron is totally cool with me this time. Canterbury Conquest. Cantarian, sorry. Yep, manpower recovery speed. Right, we want to build some more barks. Alright, Elson, you're probably gonna have to deal with that yourself. Strand. let's go with Demarian Ducal Village. Ducal Visit, sorry. Woods. Let me see. Covert action. Spelt spy network. How long does the diplomatic approach last? 15 years. Alright. Doing good. Okay, let's get that built up. There we are. Into the upper bloodline. Be against Laurent. Yeah, it's not happening. Thanks for the money. Alright. All diplomat. These guys protect trade in Anbennar cost. Okay, what's my aggressive expansion impact at right now? 31%. Alright, and we also want to fully core that. Really wish we had more men, but that is just how it goes. Alright. Now we would probably get elected, actually. Who else is an elector? BPEC. Okay. Financial reforms. Yeah. Get the inflation down. Wesdam homecoming. It is undeniable that we have claims to the Isle of Dames here, and if they won't listen to that, they might reconsider when they see our guns. Alright, who are the Magisterium allied with? It's quite an array. Alright. This needs an admiral. Yeah, give me the diplomat power. Let's also get another infantry. Support the wrong door. Okay. Where is my fleet? Magisterium. Province is the biggest. God, all these are big. Arriere. Alright. No, I'm not gonna change my policy. want to get Pearl's Edge out of this war. Then we will move on to dealing with everything else. Busolar probably isn't going to be a huge problem. Simply because Busolar is a bit far away. Also, that's very helpful. Thank you. Debate in Parliament. Construction cost. Level 3 statesman. Yeah. We will do that. Alright, so I basically just want to take money from Pearl's Edge. Alright. Surgeon building. Fair enough. Alright, Pearl's Edge. Give me all your money. Give me that. Right. You know what? I'm gonna give Woodwell some provinces. Brilliant. X6. I forgot what being in the Empire was like for technology. This to Woodwell. How much is Woodwell willing to accept? This is a very small province, actually. Building, yep, build that. Right. So, for Pearl's Edge. That is basically what I want. Have fun with that, Woodwell. It's a present from me to you. Siege down Napes Pay. I'm gonna see how much money I can get. Let's escort them to their new home. Right, we got ships out of that. Yep. That is a lot. That's good. And now we just need a whole bunch. Other stuff. Let's upgrade Start this over. Outrage. Allies. Alright. Oh, fuck. I forgot a province. Whoopsie. That's my bad. I need the weird wizard island. Do I have an army there? They do. This, and then we want to talk to Pearl's Edge, we want to give her money, take war reps, and we want to give both of these to them. Actually, what if I do that, and I take a little bit less money? Right. Do they want this province? Well, right. Alrighty. Yep. There we are. Let's head over to the island. This, and... we're just gonna wait a little bit, because I don't want to be sitting on a whole bunch of overextension for a while. Right, let's pay for that. Right. Usalar. Want to steer trade. Right, from Napes Bay. Just want your money, more reps, and some rivalries. These guys just give me all of that. We now have claims on the other half. Faceting. Oh, that's fun. Arboron is very upset he's spaghetti with me. But I kind of just don't care, if I'm being honest. These ships can protect trade in Anbennar cost. Making a ton of money. That physically pained me to do. Alright. Set Elven Craftsman. Oh yeah, I still have that. Forget about that always. And... oh, I like that. Also, I didn't realize we were so close to it. I'm actually 100% willing to eat that war exhaustion. Yep. Escort them safely. Choose what Woodwell is up. For these, we want to give that. More reps. Yep. And I am simply not going to occupy that island. Alright. We got some ships out of that. That's nice. You got a bunch more ships out of that. Alright, we're gonna continue this war, because I really want that. Ooh. Free admin. Oh, Magisterium. Road port. Right. Go ahead and start improving relation with my allies. With this 25% aggressive expansion reduction, that's pretty huge, considering we already have 40%, so that'll be up to 65%, which is hilarious. Alright. Mercantilism is good. Centralization of Anbennar. Alright. Just want to make sure that that kicked in. Take all of these for Busalar, we want that. More reps. Magdallier, please do that for me. That would be really nice. Thank you for all of that money. Napes Bay, thank you for the money. Let's trade for reps. Yeah. And for this, we want province, province, province. This province. That generates very little aggressive expansion. Right. That's good. zealots. Get faceting and old damesmith. Now, just let me prove relations and relations. I don't want to click on I really want to get a buff out of this before I do anything. He's not qualified to lead. Which longer do I have the diplomatic approach? 6 more years. Sorry, not 6 more. 7 more years. Right, do that, and we want to build that. Here, 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 here. Quality troops. 522 is better. Another Lawrence Silmuna. Great. 6. Tech-wise, we are ahead of everyone else. We're now number 2. Oh. Interesting timing. Arboran is yet again the Emperor. Go ahead and improve relations with them. Whores. Let's go ahead and throw one down there. Also, I can probably do... Religious culture. Right. Yeah. That'll help. Okay. Yep, this is in the right area. Here's our army reformer. Another one. Make my army much more affordable. Would it be possible to ally Gwed? Might as well tempt it. No harm in trying. How old is Lawrence? Only 33. We're doing good. Making good time. Remixes. Still call us. Huh. Did we get a buff for friend of a friend? On there, and yeah. It's good. Wave obscurantism. Take that to prestige. Some concessions. Take that. Deploy relations. I didn't mean to do that. Yes. And then, how old is your ruler? Old, but there is an heir. Right. Marriage. We're both silver family members. Really want to get Wesdam as an ally. I would drop Arboron for them. What can I do with my money? Let's go to the Danish Temple. Alright, this is great. Lex will join this war, which is wonderful, actually. Right. Thanks for helping out them, guys. I don't think that'll last forever. Alright, from Lex, I just want one thing. That's what I want. Hello. That's not what I want. That would be funny, though. But I'm trying to conquer all of this. Pick instruments. There's the Magisterium, Septus. Right. And that. Alright, excellent. What's this? Prize Hunter. Incident. Hillknoll Refugees. I think that's the funniest one, so I'm gonna pick that one. Yep, that's basically the only thing I actually want from them. Also, stability, diplomat, grant title, commission, name commission. Both of these. Alrighty. Not quite speed forming, but approaching. Kind of level of. What's it called? What can I take next? Centralized bureaucracy. Wait, do we still have the diplomatic approach? It's 60 prestige. Trade and Anbennar cost. Alright. Excellent minister. Hit save. Elven Ward. Take the bonus prestige. And I'll hit the Heart of Demaria. Send the offer. And I want state's influence modifiers, yeah. what I feared. Okay, we'll click on that after we've taken a bit more land from Wesdam. We'll take royal favoritism. How much longer until this runs out? After I want that prestige. Silmuna expertise. Scholar. That's good. Westamarian. Right. Terry Leader has left us. Okay, how much? Prestige of 60. That's easy. I can deal with that. Right. More cores. Excellent. The diplomatic approach is gone. Merchants Guild. Yep. And Demarian leadership. Send them the invitation. Let's try it again. Perhaps. Let me improve relations. Me also. Economy action. Send him a little gift. And just a little something. Maybe we can get another infantry too, just so we have a little bit bigger and scarier to them. One march. Oh, they won. And now we can hit. Where is it? Patronage of the Arts. We wait to get that Diplo up. You know what? Let's go that much over capacity. And let's also papers for trust. And then the invitation. Hostile rhetoric. Alright, parallel authority. Come on, you know you want to accept. They accepted! Hooray! Huzzah. Fell in the woods. And I get claims on all of that. Alright, let's get... Let's also try and click this button. Right. Pentecost. All these guys can do that. And yep. Just go with admin ideas. Alright, trade building wise. What the fuck do I do? I spilled that in Wesdam and a couple of those. Alright. Anbennar. Yeah, we're gonna be very wealthy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These guys need to drill. That's okay, that's okay, that's pretty good. Right. That's good. Right. Should definitely have this next election. Right, and we want to improve with all of our allies. That. Right, that's full chord, that's full chord. Benefits over time. Damn city dwellers. There we are. Alright, truce is up in 5 months. Refugee policy, good. More taxes, good. Month. Alright, it's go time. Who else wants to join? Thank you. Silmuna Diplomacy. Dame's Crown in Istragor, the House of Silmuna. Yep. Alright, so hypothetically, if we take all of that, no one really cares. I can also just bombard this. And these guys over here. There's the Busolari. Let's go blockade them. Silmuna Future. Yeah. There they are. This comes to me. Right. Extra manpower and lower port maintenance are both excellent. I need to sit on the capital of Busolar. And these guys are Silver family too. For those of you who are still watching, basically the Silver families are unique families. I think they have a hidden buff to getting mage rulers, and the way you can tell whether, unless you remember the names, the way you tell it is Sil blank. You have the Sil and then that, or you can have something like Sil. If it's Sil and then one full word, that's usually a Silver family. Silnara, Silmuna, Silcalis, Silnara, and Silibor. Busolar. Give me everything you got. Okay. Still don't want out. Well, how about we make them reconsider that position? Good news. Good news, everybody. tons of money. What if I hypothetically back in time so I could seize all those provinces for myself? Usalar. They just really don't want out. There. Alright, since this war is basically won, yeah. Usalar. And right, we'll just peace out Busalar for nothing, then seize what we can from Wex. Buddy Wexenards. Okay. Right there. Right, so from Busalar, more reps. Make sure we protect that we have siege down some of these provinces. Horse population booms. Right, so for Busalar, eventually they'll probably begin to understand that they are not in a good way. Ooh, fun. Yep. That. I'll build this right there. Those. Alright, BPEC. Let's see if I can give them one of those provinces. I think I spoke to one of you in the comments, and you asked about different religions and what's getting added. I believe Ulier is going to get a religion. Cult of Ulios, I believe, is the name of it. Can't remember which one of you it was. I think it was Kyoko? Yep. Return cores. his Wex chopped down a few pegs. That puts them in a worse situation than they are at Game Start, which is very nice. Right. Over governing capacity. That twice. Go through with the reform. We have come here to liberate the Marians from the cruel rule of the Wexenhards. Benefits. Right. Where did my fleet go? Here it is. We have been chosen. Thought that we were the Emperor, but it did not. Tech trade and Anbennar cost. Right. Yeah. I think I might get a little bit more out of doing that. And we want to take this, and that gives us our recovery speed. We do not need it, but we shall take it. Alright. Dominion of the West. Right, I'm gonna dissolve that alliance. Scon stands. Right, what else can I build? Suppose I can save up and get a max level center of trade. What's our trust at? 75, so that means trade favors for trust. Alright, maximum trust. Improve relations with these guys. We're just gonna drill there. Alright. Which province is this? Yeah, production methods. It's gonna give us a lot of money. Diplomats, yep. There we are. Take Diplotech 8. Foreign March and Terra. It's wild that we're still able to be rivaled to the roof in there. Considering we are currently number 3 world power. Right. I need to seize more territory from my dear vassals. or seize more territory from my estates, sorry. And here we are. How much more Demarian territory do we need? All this. Favors. Where is... Here it is. It needs 25 development. What other things could I upgrade? Visor cost. Tech cost. Yeah. Start upgrading that. Build a few shipyards too. Build these ships as well. And improve relations. Want to improve with our allies. Or not. Diplomat. Image temple is strong. Alright. What am I missing? I just think I need to core that. I already have Moon Elf accepted. We do. Right. These guys can go protect trade in Anbennar cost. Actually, about time I built a flagship. Heavy ship. Engagement width. Yeah. Let's change to I want. That's Rayala. Right. So that puts basically the entire Demarian world under our control. And I want to influence these guys and influence them as well. And a cost. Relations with Anbennar cost. Start annexing them. Ability. We want strong duchies. Ability integration policy. Damage tolerance. The Magisterium? What? Free policies, improve relations. All Sugander. Yeah. Take this off. Wesdam was broken. Royal marriage. All of home. Right. Anyone who I am allied with that I do not have. No, there is not. Does Anbennar have any debt? Not. Do any of these other guys have debt? They do not. I think I had to take that. We also want to improve relations with them. Oh, oopsie. Right, these guys, get him, tech trade, and Anbennar. So much money. God, I love money. Next vassal, this should be done later this year. Tax modifier. And that. And we could that. Now our top priority. Yep, take those and those. Well, we're gonna core that up. And I can have a seat. And this can have a seat. Creation is a slow process. Alright. We're gonna hit this button. The Grand Duchy of Demeria is heir to the Kingdom of Demeria, and before it, the Great Demerian Republic of Antiquity. It was once a the pivotal force in the Southern Dames Head and the main proponent in the creation of Anbennar, and it can be, again, under a rightful or talented heir. Yes, please. Let's just go with half-elven administration. Yeah. And I want to take this. Demaria has always held a unique position in the center of the Dame's Head. We can get the Pride of Vralor, brother of Moonus Moonsinger. And Benacosta is City of the World's Desire. City of the Cities and the heart of both Demaria and the Empire. It would be ridiculous if we are not the main power in the city, would it not be? Okay, its development needs to be at least 60. Oh boy. Imperial Grand Duchy. When Anbennar was formed in 1221, 3 major kingdoms and its previous territories received the honor of joining the Empire, not as mere duchies, but as illustrious grand duchies: the Kingdom of the Wexenarns, the Kingdom of Ismeria, and the Moonlit Kingdom of Demaria, which would become the Grand Duchies of Wex, Ismeria, and Demaria, respectively. These grand duchies would be very powerful forces within the Empire, having large impacts on its politics and proceeding for hundreds of years. However, with the coming of the Lilac Wars in 1348, this would start to change. During this century-spanning series of conflicts, born in part from the actions of some of the Grand Duchies themselves, 2 of the 3 Grand Duchies would be dissolved, and due to the discontinuation of their ruling lineages. First, in 1365, the death of the Grand Duke of Ismeria would cause the entire region to fracture into various feuding river wards, which would then join different sides of the ongoing conflict. Second, in 1441, the death of Aden Silmuna, Grand Duke of Demaria, and the rest of his close family defined the end of not just the Lilac Wars, but the Grand Duchy of Demaria as a whole, leaving Wex as the only remaining Grand Duchy. Until now. Through careful military and diplomatic maneuvering, one of the territories under the former Grand Duchies managed to unify enough of their old claims to demand the title of former Grand Duchy for themselves. Now, an important question remains for the Emperor. How should we indulge the claims of the new Grand Duchy? Alright, Alright, I think that's where I am going to end this episode for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and have a good day.